Hallgrimsson and Sheamus Coleman. If you'd like to ask a question, obviously raise your hands. We'll be doing a live section at the start, and then we'll go into the embargoed section after that, and I'll let you know when that will be so we can cut any live transmissions going back. So we'll have Tony O'Donoghue to start our press conference. Is there a microphone, please?
Thank you. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Heimir, first of all, can you just fill us in anybody you're concerned about in terms of fitness? Are you happy that everyone is well?
No, everybody came through the sessions fit and ready, and obviously big game. All good players like to play games like tomorrow.
How do you prepare the players mentally for a game like this? It's probably the biggest game for many of them in their career.
Yeah, it's just being ready, kind of visualize what's ahead of us. Important now to do a session on the stadium, for example, just to feel the atmosphere, see the stadium, feel the grass, etc. Knowing what to expect, knowing what they are saying and how they see this game. And then it's just the tacticals, being ready for what they will throw at us and do what we need to do, and just remind ourselves on why we are in this position, continue to grow and do the same things that we have been doing. That's kind of the psychology behind preparing for a game like this.
You come across as very calm very often, even after the events in Budapest.
Even after Armenia.
Even after Armenia, yeah. But how important for the players to stay calm?
Yeah, that's the key. I think we all know by now why we got good results and good performances, and that's the key. Yeah, not be over ambitious tomorrow. Stay on point. Focus on why we are here, and trying to improve that. Not only this game, but continuously.
Seamus, can I ask you, just yourself and Robbie are the only players in the squad who've been at a major tournament. Have you spoken to the players about what it was like for you guys at Euro 2016 and what it might mean to make it to World Cup finals?
We've spoke over the years, Tony, to be honest, as a group. You know, the younger lads, like I would ask the senior lads about them times, and over the years we spoke plenty about it. And now we've all got an opportunity together to make something special happen, and Thursday night, as we know, is massive for us. We're all looking forward to it. We come in off the back of a good couple of results, and yeah, hopefully them young lads can feel what we felt, you know.
Ideally, you'd have probably been playing more club matches coming into this. Are you any concern about your own fitness?
No, of course, everyone wants to be playing, so it's the way it works. I didn't have much minutes before the last games, but to be honest, Tony, I train 100% every single day. You know, sometimes to my own fault, really. Maybe sometimes go too hard, and it's cost me at times. But it's the only way I know, and thankfully at club level we do train hard. And as I say all the time, when you put on the green shirt, and when everything's at stake with the games that I've played before in the past, I'm feeling good, and I'm ready for the game.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anne-Marie.
Thanks, John. Hi, Heimir. Obviously, penalties are a big possibility tomorrow. Could you just talk to us about how much of a boost it is to have Caoimhín Kelleher in that situation, his record with penalties for Ireland and in the Premier League too?
Yeah, massive. He's proven himself to be one of the best penalty stopper in the game. Obviously, it gives us confidence. Same, we have good takers. We're not talking overly too much about this. I think it's difficult to train the moment if you need to take one in the end of. So we're just giving the players freedom to do if they wanted to exercise this. Otherwise, we don't talk much about it.
Hi, Seamus. Could you tell us a bit about your role this week off the pitch, obviously as one of the leaders? I think John Egan was saying during the week he sees the two of you as important in trying to keep everybody calm and making sure that, you know, people don't get ahead of themselves with this game. Could you just tell us a little bit about what conversations you've been having with some of the younger lads?
To be honest, just come in as normal and kind of pick up where we left off from the last couple of games, and enjoy each other's company around the hotel, always with in the back of our mind and our focus being the game on Thursday. That'll always be there. So everything that we do, every training session, every meeting, everything that we do, we know what the goal is, and just trying to stay calm, relaxed, and ultimately, it's a massive game, but we've got a lot of hours around the hotel, so it's nice just to sit and chat with the boys and be together. And then obviously at the back of our mind is always a game, and the focal point of why we meet up. And it's important. Me and John and Robbie, people that have been around it for a long time, are calm, are looking composed around the hotel, and that can feed off on the younger players as well. But come tomorrow, I think that calmness will soon fade, and we'll look forward to a massive game.
Gavin Cooney.
Heimir, what do you expect Czechia to throw at you tomorrow?
It's difficult to say. It can be a change from a new coach, so we're not overly analysing them. We just are focusing on ourselves. Like I said before, trying to build on what we've been doing. But we all know this coach will have played a different formation from what they have done before, so we're just planning and preparing for both. But we are not overly concerned about what he will throw at us. We kind of know from his past games in his club what he prefers. If he's going to do all of those changes to the national team, we'll just have to see.
Damien Smelvin at the back of the room, if you could give him a microphone, just in the blue at the back, sorry. Right at the back. Yeah. All the way back.
A nice looking one.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Heimir. Heimir, what would it mean to you to take Ireland to the World Cup finals?
Well, this is not about me. This is about the team and the nation. So whatever it means for me, to me, it's irrelevant. I'm just one of this group.
Sheamus, I know you weren't involved in the playoff in 2009 in Paris or the game against Denmark, but how much is the hurt of those two disappointments fueling you and the players going into this game?
I mean, it's difficult to say if it's fueling the players. They're all so young and things like that, and obviously the nation was hurt massively. But in terms of the current group of players, I don't think that they're dwelling too much on that hurt. And to be honest, we're just riding the wave off the kind of confidence we've got as a group, which I think this young group deserved the last two games, and we're looking forward to Thursday night, and then see what comes after that. But to see how the nation is feeling now is incredible, and we've got a duty to try and make them even happier.
Raf, please.
Seamus, just going back, I suppose, to the Bosnia playoff in 2015, that first leg in particular, the one on the road, what do you take from that going into what you have to face tomorrow in terms of the the away aspect?
Yeah, it was a tough game. It was a hostile environment, and I think tomorrow night will be that, and it'll be the same. And I think this group has come through a lot. The manager's touched a lot this week on kind of the hurdles this group has overcome, and I think we're ready for it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be fiery out there, but I think maybe 2 years ago it would have been a lot for the young lads to take, but I think everyone now has stepped up and are prepared for what's to come, and we absolutely, no doubt about it, understand that it's going to be a tough game for us, but it's also going to be a tough game for them as well.
Yeah, you see Jake O'Brien up close as well, I suppose, at club and country. What have you made of his growth in the last while, obviously as somebody who's come to prominence?
No, Jake's been brilliant. He's first and foremost a great lad, but he's available all the time. He plays every minute of every game. He's played right back. He's had a few spells at centre back for club as well, and he's been fantastic. And he's really growing, and he's been great in the green shirt as well. And really happy for him and his family because he's a lovely lad.
Stephen Doyle.
How important do you think it is just to lay down a marker pretty early with this Czech team that obviously is coming in with a manager managing his first game, and also maybe they've only had a couple of training sessions? So how important do you think, even for you and some of the leaders in the team, just to lay a marker down early?
Yeah, we don't know how the game's going to go in that regard. I mean, it's always when you put on the green shirt, you want to be felt. You want them to know that you're there. So it's going to be important. But as well as that, you know, calm heads and controlled game is going to be important because, as you said, we don't know what's to come with them and their manager, but we know what we can control is our own behaviours and what our mindset is going into the game. So we're focusing on ourselves a lot, and I understand there's been change here, but we just want to focus on ourselves.
And what have you made of Harvey Vale, and what could he contribute tomorrow night?
Yeah, we've been in for a short time, and he's been great around the group, and I know that he's happy to be here, which is important, and he's looked really good in training, and I'm sure the manager's not called him up, you know, if he didn't think he was ready. So it's an opportunity for everyone, and we've all got to be ready over the course of this week, and when the chance comes, you've got to be ready to take it.
One more from Owen here to end the live.
Hey, Seamus. Just kind of echoing the question that was put to Heimir, I suppose, for yourself. It's one of the last things you've left to do with Ireland is play at a World Cup. What would it mean for you personally if you were able to reach the finals?
A bit like the boss said, you know, selfishly it would be amazing because as players you do want to, you know, do as much as you can in the game. But a bit like the boss said, to be honest, after the aftermath of the last two games, seeing what it did to our country was, you know, incredible. Even speaking about it now, it was incredible what it did to our country, how it lifted our country, how it lifted our people, how it genuinely made people happier and give people something to talk about, something to get up in the morning and talk about, which was so important. So I think on behalf of myself and all the players, as much and all as we want to do it for ourselves, the manager, and by the way, all the staff behind the scenes, we do want to do it for the people of our country as well.
We'll move into the embargoed section now, so any live transmission, if you could please end that, please, and then we'll start with the embargoed section, which is 6 AM tomorrow Irish time, so please respect that. We'll start with Neil O'Regan here on the front row.
Hi, Heimir. Just in relation to Harvey, on the one hand, he hasn't been in this situation before. On the other hand, he's in good form, particularly in the last two games, a goal and 4 assists. Which is the